That was meant to happen. Hello guys, and welcome to Customs Corner. So guys, thank you for joining me for another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Toys Battle Damaged Batman. Okay, there's the battle damage there. And we're also going to be having a look at the McFarlane Toys Batcycle. Now, I can see a lot of potential with this guy, but unfortunately the colors are bland, very plasticky looking, and just not colors typical of Batman, okay? This is more of like a navy gray kind of color. So what I'll need to do to proceed is just take him apart and prime him with a gray primer from Rust-Oleum. Because I am to change a lot of the base colors, I don't need to use a clear primer. So let's get to it. It wants to come off. It wants to come off so bad. I didn't know it could do this. It's actually pretty cool. This is what it looks like without the front flaps. I kind of dig it. The bodice might be a bit trickier because what they've done is they've actually got a metal rod going through the front wheel. So what I might have to do is use a bit of finesse and paint the damn thing while it's on there. Someone did not want this thing to be taken apart. That was meant to happen. So that is the McFarlane Batcycle taken apart. So a lot of funky little pieces to work with, play with, all that jazz. So yeah, I better get priming. These guys obviously have the grey primer, whereas the ones with the wheels have the clear primer, just to be safe. I did protect the wheels and the support mechanism anyway, and I kept the handlebars clear as well. So let's get cracking. Here we have a few more accessories. I might go metallic with these two. We'll have to wait and see. Here are the Batmobile sliders. They are primed and ready to go. And here we have the seat frame, which I have spray painted metallic, as well as the exhausts. They are looking really, really crisp. I've also done the foot pedals here, as well as the engine, which are metallic. So the next thing I'm gonna do with these guys is just go in with a black wash, bring out those details, and let it dry. The engine parts are now done, primed, metallic spray painted, and of course black washed. So I'm just gonna wait for these guys to dry and then proceed. So what I want to do with the exhaust is actually give it a burn look. So I've added some Model Masters blue at the root of the exhaust, and I'm just going to replicate that all the way around. It is that time. So I am using Super Gold from White Knight, okay? And I'm going to do the gold part of the exhaust. This brand is the only one that replicates metal shine, so I'm excited to use it. Here are the exhausts. So what I've done, this was a lot of work actually, so I spray painted the majority of it gold, then I did the roots of the exhaust with an enamel Model Masters blue, and then what I did was I took my Dremel and I drilled holes into the actual exhausts themselves, and I thought, well, if it's for battle damaged Batman, why not damage the exhausts a little bit, give them a little bit of wear? So I went to town on these suckers, and then I spray painted some matte black on the edges to give it that charred and worn and torn feel about it. So this is going to give the Batcycle a lot more edge and a lot more badassness. So right now I'm doing the Batcycle seat, and what I've done is I got a gardening glove from Bunnings, and I cut off the flip-off finger. And what I've done is I've taken the finger and I've slid it onto the seat like so, but I can't stick the fabric to the seat just yet until I see how the seat fits in the cycle when it's put back together. So this seat will probably be the last thing I do. Okay, I've sprayed the Batcycle guards with a matte black spray from Rust-Oleum. It's come out quite nice. I really like the effect. I do prefer the matte black instead of the gloss. I really think it has a better effect. I do want to do a few more touch-ups with these guys, so yeah, we'll see if my vision succeeds. Okay, so here are the smaller doors. What I'm going to do is just give these guys a little bit of wear. Alright, what I've done with the wheels is I've sprayed the frames a metallic silver, okay? But what I actually want to do is protect the rims again and then go over the metallic with a very light mist of black matte spray to give it that bat feel. And then I can do the rims. I'm just going to use some black wash just to bring out a few of the details. Okay, so the rims of the wheels are done. So what I'm going to do is now work on the tread. Because it is like a rubber texture, I'm just going to be using a black wash to dirty up the tires a little bit, make them look worn, and yeah, we can call it a day. I don't want to go too crazy. I just want to give it the wear it needs. So I'm finally getting the seat on. I did a test with the bike and I marked off some bits that I needed to trim off, and now I'm sticking the seat down. So far so good. I'm just using some super glue, guys, nothing special, just something that I want for the material to correctly adhere to the seat so we don't get any ripples or any, you know, unwanted lines. I've cut this middle flap so we can stick this down and then pull the sides over it to get rid of the ripples. What I'm doing now is I'm just attaching a small piece at the front of the motorbike seat to clean it up and make it look tidy. This bottom bit here where the black meets the metal won't be showing, which is nice. It's a little bit of cheap work for me, but yeah, the upholstery on the seat is looking great so far. So I'm looking forward to letting it dry and putting it all together. So these are the inside frames for the doors just here. So what I've had to do is I didn't want any of that yucky gray showing at the front. So I did a layer of metallic silver and then a layer of matte black over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back together. And right now I'm just waiting for some black wash to dry on these wheels. Once that is done, I can seal and then put everything back together. Might be tricky because it's got a scissor effect. So let's see how we go. Well guys, that is it for the McFarlane Toys Batcycle Custom. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I know I certainly had a blast putting him back together. It was a bit hit and miss there for a while, but I'm stoked with the way he turned out. And for my first Batcycle Custom, I'm really happy with the final result. If you would like to purchase this guy, guys, please feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram. I'd be happy to have a chat, okay? So until the next video, guys, take care of yourselves. Like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw, and I'll catch you in the next one.